Good evening. Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Okay, I couldn't resist that. Hello, this is your old friend, the nefarious, the evil, the archfiend himself, the agent of the Antichrist, who someday may get top billing, who knows? Uncle Chucky. And tonight, I'm going to do major archfiendry. Hopefully, I'm going to put some people out of business. Look, here's the situation we're in. Oh, God, the situation we're in is that I keep gaining weight. By the time this damn plague is over, they won't be able to get me out the door. But okay. The situation is this. People need money. People are out of work. People live under this bizarre idea that some stranger's life is more important than your livelihood. Well, anyway, you need money. And let's be honest, the government pittance is going to go really fast if it hasn't been spent already. So what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, we all have our masks. People can go out and rob banks now. Everybody's wearing a mask. The only problem is the bank lobbies aren't open because they know everybody's wearing a mask and they're going to get robbed. That's why. So anyway, well, naturally, we've got people out there that are all too willing to relieve people who really need money of what little money they have left. They promise miracles. They have a money miracle bottle or something, or magic money, bringing potation, all the different names. And you spend $50, $60, $70, and you get this tiny little squeeze bottle, and you open it up and it smells like stuff you put on your chest when you've got a cold, and you spritz it in the air, or you spritz it in your armpits, or they spritz it in their crotch or something. Who knows? Some of the people that make these would probably improve if they sprayed it in their crotch, but I'm not saying anything. Well, you don't need to spend $50, $60, $70 for a little spray bottle. Uncle Chucky is going to teach you how to make it at home for all practical purposes free, because it's stuff you should have laying around. You will need a genuine Uncle Chucky amplifying pattern. Here we go. This is something I have laying around. It's got a foiled backing. It's on cardboard because I do stuff with it. You don't need that. All you need is a pattern. You can print that up from my website. It's there, my books and that. Lots of different versions. But basically, amplifying pattern. Then you need money. I hold in my hands. I'm in Wisconsin, I have to say that. I hold in my hand a $20 bill. Doesn't have to be a 20, it could be a 10, it could be a 5, it could be a single. Doesn't matter. Some people will say, well, why don't you use gold or something? Gold bar. If you've got a gold bar, you don't need this. Come on, give me a break. This is for people that are, this is going to be their last meal, okay? And so what you have your amplifying pattern. You have money. Let us consider the money not merely as the object here, but as a representation of a concept of money, the energy of money. All right? Now, the other thing you need is a bottle of water. Any bottle of water will do. You can take an empty bottle, fill it with tap water. Doesn't matter. put that on the money. Now what's going to happen? This goes back to the earliest days of radionics. Excuse me, my dust allergy. And what people would do, and this goes back to Doc Abrams. The older machines, and quite a few of the newer ones, have little wells in them, metal wells, and people would put it, and the operator would put in a little bottle of water. They sometimes call them ampules because they want it to sound fancy, but it's a little tiny bottle of water. And whatever energy this machine was going in, this was usually for healing. I know healing's boring, but that's why they did it. Would go into that water and charge the water. And then the doctor would take the bottle out, give it to the patient, say, take 2 drops of these and call me in the morning. Well, that's essentially what you're doing here. Except instead of a machine with the dials and colored lights and things, you just have an amplifying pattern, taking the energy of the money, infusing the water with it. So if you leave this overnight or however long, not too long, if you want, you can take a pendulum and hold it over it and test the charge. No big deal. And I usually would leave it overnight. That works. And then what you do, say next morning, you take this thing off the system, put it on the table that you normally sit at when you eat, and when you just take, you fill a glass with whatever beverage you're putting in, and you just take this cap off and whoop, pour it in. Not the whole bottle, a little bit at a time, and it'll work. You give it a few days. Don't expect to win the state lottery overnight. Okay, be reasonable in your expectations, but you will get money. It will come. And you won't have to spend all of your money in order to get the potion to make it come. You do it yourself. Not entirely free, but free enough. And with any luck and the help of this, you should be able to bring in enough to carry you through whatever horrors our government plans for you. So, this has been your old friend, the Archfiend himself. Hopefully I've taken some people's business away from them, because they deserve it. Uncle Chucky. Have yourself a thoroughly evil and prosperous day.